Why is it if you're a minger, yeah, like a dog, there is nothing success can do to right the wrong on your face? I mean, it's a fact. Plenty of atrocious guys get gorgeous girls, right? You only have to look at some of these celebrities, but it doesn't work the other way around. And don't say, oh, women, they've got different priorities. They can be predatory too. They can be like hyenas when there's a handsome man around. Women throughout history have been with some of the ugliest trolls known to mankind. Men so ugly you would think that their memory derived from folklore, not history, and in some cases they allowed these goddamn warlocks to procreate and carry on what should have been a discontinued seed, all because they were successful. Women were drawn to them for one reason or another, and here's the thing. Why is it that it's not more common with ugly successful women? Why is it you never see this with this? Because you see this with... Seriously, I'm curious, yeah, and expect a lot of surface level analysis on this one. This isn't a goddamn deep dive. This is just my general impression of the landscape. The extent of my research includes searching for male groupies or lack thereof. There are no male groupies rushing to try to grab the hem of Beth Ditto's garments, let me tell you. So I found this article by Salon on the topic, which I'm going to link in the description below. In it, this lady I've never heard of talks about how she doesn't get hit on despite being a rock star. She's not getting that Robert Plant treatment. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I don't know why I'm going to link the article because I didn't really read it. So why the disparity? Look at Lemmy, right? Famous for bedding thousands of women, yeah? But then Amy Winehouse, who's a lot better looking than him, has to contend with the likes of Blake. For the longest time, these red pill guys have been talking about how men have it so bad. We have to make it just so we can get any, right? But then no one has it as bad as ugly women. They have an ugliness not even fame or success could salvage, right? Kirsten Shaw ain't got David Gandy, that's for sure, yeah? Rich men are attracting the equivalent of David Gandy and Brad Pitt. Why isn't the inverse true? If anything, feminists should be getting on this, because that is kind of a form of unequal pay. Shit, why is there a disparity in the fruits of success? It's not as sweet a deal for women when it comes to making it. There's just not as much incentive. Take Miriam Margolyes, for instance, right? How do you have a name like Margolyes, look like that, and not get called a gargoyle in the playground? Like, for work experience, you probably had to be perched on a tall building for 2 weeks. Shit. And look at it this way, I'm not taking the piss out of her because John C. Reilly doesn't look any better. He looked like Gimli's left testicle, and don't even get me started on Iggy Pop. He looked like a goddamn parsnip that's been left out in the sun for too long and disintegrated. I'm sure Steve Buscemi and all these guys could get their, their fair share of punani at the height of career, but Lena Dunham, not so much. She's the only girl who volunteers to pose nude and men covered their eyes like Sozin's comet just streaked the screen. Like, alright, I'm asking you directly, Steve Buscemi in a frock and a wig, are you tapping that? Alright, actually, we got the real thing. Sandra Bernhard, right? This. Would you permit me to answer on your behalf? Hell no. I'd rather face a firing squad. Alright, another scenario, yeah? Jo Brand, naked on a pile of money looking like Bowser's castle, right? It could all be yours if you grant her sexual favors. Do you do it? I'm sorry, brother, but I'm choosing poverty. I'd rather Bowser do me with one of his spikes than be with Jo Brand. Fame and success doesn't seem to elevate women quite the same as men in the looks department. Not that it elevates men in the looks department, it just makes them more desirable. The Jay-Z Beyonce dynamic works only one way, right? And don't even say otherwise, like, oh, if they love each other. Bullshit. What are the chances a female Jay-Z bags a male Beyonce? That's the one thing Disney hasn't utilized, right? All the Disney princesses look good. They don't draw dogs. They don't draw munters, yeah? We know about Beauty and the Beast, but there's no female equivalent. And I feel sorry for them, to be honest. What is it that these unfortunate women lack? Is it just looks? Because sometimes success eludes some of the ugliest guys, yet they're still putting it down. Perhaps charisma isn't the aphrodisiac it is in these men. Actually, I don't even know a charismatic ugly woman, like, no offense. And you know what drives me up the wall, yeah? What pisses me right off is when a less attractive girl say it's like she thinks, oh, just because I don't have one, then I immediately default on the other. There are girls out there that are not attractive and they don't have personality, but they think they do. So they out there being all quirky and shit, but it makes you blech from them even more. Look at Lena Dunham. Imagine she had all the personality in the world. She doesn't, but it's hypothetical, yeah? It's still a hard pass. And let's be honest, yeah, when a woman is attractive, there's some halo effect going on. I've met a lot of people in my life, yeah? A lot of charismatic men. I can't say the same about women. And you know what's funny, right? If God exists, he has a sick sense of humor because some of these women are bodied up to the max, yeah? But the face, sheesh! The face, Jesus Christ. The body, 20 years old, perfect, beautiful, yeah? The face, on the way to getting a free bus pass. Sheesh. Freezing your eggs is not gonna help love. I'm sorry. And it's like God created a snake with the most powerful venom, but no fangs to administer it. Sorry, babe. And usually these women will lurk in the tall grass of dating apps, stuck in an ugly purgatory, laying in wait for desperate prey like Renadine, right? Trying to lure fair maidens back to his. It's always the ones so ugly, yeah, not even flies circle around them, that have the audacity to say men are disgusting, men are filthy, what men are dogs. Yeah, that's by design. It's evolutionary, so you don't get left out, love, yeah? Otherwise, you wouldn't have a hope in hell of getting laid, yeah? Let's call a spade here. And I'm not being sexist either, girls. I'm with you. I'm on your side. But, you know, there's a huge gulf between beautiful women and ugly ones. And no wonder women are so touchy about their looks, because if you don't have it, you are screwed. All the advantages bestowed on one is literally denied to the other, and it's tough out there. There's no love for these women, and don't get it twisted, I'm not volunteering, I'm just saying. And if you're a beautiful woman, congratulations, because guys will just naturally put up with all manners of shit from you. But if you're ugly, oh my god, they ain't putting up with much, if at all. And that's why, like, oh, men are disgusting men. She don't treat me like a princess. You look like the court jester, love. Do you know what pisses me right off, yeah? Is when they think, okay, I don't have one. We're talking about ugly girls. I don't have one, so I must default on the other, yeah? I don't have one, so I must have the other one. I might not be beautiful, but I've got personality. No, you don't, love. No, you don't. You have nothing going for you, I'm sorry to say. Thank God the hole, the pussy, is the allure that it is. Otherwise, you would have nothing. I'm just chatting the most.